We are we live? I think we're live. I think we're ready to the Leeds United career mode in FIFA 22. Let's download the latest squad update. Welcome to anybody who may or may not be tuning in. But we're here. So, Leeds United career mode on FIFA 22. More realistic career mode than most. Try and keep it realistic, not winning the Premier League in the first season, not winning the Champions League in the second season, and not blowing all of our cash on players like Mbappe and Erling Haaland and co. Signing players that are a bit more our level. So yeah, let's try and speed through. Oh, try and speed through this manager customization because it doesn't really matter, does it? Yeah, something like that, I think. Yeah. That'll do. Authentic club. Leeds United. And we're going to go to world class 4 minutes, strict transfer negotiations, no financial takeover, everything sorted, pound sterling. And away we go. Interesting to see how this goes. Not done a FIFA 22 career mode in a very long time. Not really streamed properly much, so this is all new experiences. Hopefully it comes across fairly well. We shall see. God, I always forget how long this takes to set up. God, give me a gaming PC. Here we go, create new career mode. Leeds. There we go.
A warm welcome to you all. Without further delay, we are pleased to introduce your new manager.
Look at us. Blonde hair and black beard. Our manager definitely dyes his hair. See how this goes. I always go for the most money. We're probably not going to win it anyway because we will be simulating the pre-season live tournament because nobody cares generally. Youth Academy. Wow, that is one of the worst I think I've ever had. Let's get rid of all them because they are no good. First scout report, and it'll be interesting. Like I say, I'll have to check the squad in a second, find out what we've got. I think youth is going to be important for a team like Leeds. Obviously, you know, they've had a, oh my god, what is this formation? And these players, obviously players like Rafinha and Calvin Phillips will be going because they're no longer here. What do we want? 4-3-3? I'm going to go for an attacking formation, I think. Dan James is not a striker. Rafinha is not going to be here. Where's Patrick Bamford? Robin Koch is a good defender to have on the bench. Never bother with a goalkeeper. Complete waste of time. We definitely need some midfielders in this team. Absolutely. This is not great. Not great when you eliminate the fact of just to get the position right. Klassen, no. Put Stuart Dallas in there. Calvin Phillips gone. Well, this is a very light team. A lot of CDMs, which we don't want really. We don't want CDMs. Don't like them. Don't rate them. Right, so we desperately need some midfielders. We are lacking severely. Have we got any youth staff? Right, so we'll stick with the one scout. I'm going to overpopulate this team with regens. Which do England. Can we set them for something midfield physically strong? There we go. I'll sort that out. Yeah, so we're going to have to look at central midfielders. So we're going to need scout instructions. We want promising players for central midfielder, really. And then probably another section on there for strikers. Promising, so we don't have to be out and out amazing to start with. Can develop this club, build it nicely. What do they reckon we've got already on here? Lakonga. Let's scout Lakonga, see what he's about. Not really been given much, have we, by the scouts there? Ruben Loftus-Cheek, probably going to cost so much money. Do we really need any extra defenders? What we're looking like? I mean, you've got Llorente, you've got Cooper, you've got Strike on the bench and Koch. Not really struggling. It's centre mid. We've got really struggling on centre mid and strikers. Wingers aren't bad. Daniel James probably needs converting to a right wing. Jack Harrison to a left wing. Makes it a bit easier. Development plans. Woo! All exciting times at the start of a career mode. Especially the team like Leeds. Lots to do. Say Rafinha will be going on the transfer list alongside Calvin Phillips because they aren't in Leeds anymore, and let's face it, they were never going to stay after this. They did what they were bought to do. Well, Rafinha did what he was bought to do, and Calvin Phillips obviously decides he wants to be somewhere else. So we'll roll with that. Convert these to wingers because obviously we're playing that kind of formation, so they're going to stick to playing as wingers. Let's get them in there as wingers. 2 weeks. And where's Mr. Dan James? Let's switch you to a right wing. Hopefully won't take too long because he's never going to play on the left. Be nice to have some pacey wingers on the team. Dan James with 95 sprint speed and 96 acceleration. You've got to love a bit of pace abuse in FIFA. It's been very abundant in the last 3 editions, I'd say. Lots of pace abuse. I know I should play the training day tutorials, but I cannot be bothered. To be honest with you, they take too long. We want progression in these career modes. We don't want to be sat waiting forever for things to happen. So. What we're looking like. Greetings, boss, on behalf. Yeah, future's exciting. We'll try and not get relegated. Can't believe we've had no offers in for Rafinha or Calvin Phillips yet. I was kind of expecting that straight off the bat. Moise Kean, there is no chance we're getting Moise Kean. That's ridiculous. I'm all for, trying to get good quality players, but my goodness. Moise Kean. There's a lot of 16-year-olds on here from Italy. Oh, it's a CDM. Ugh, I don't want a CDM. Don't want CDMs. I only want central midfielders or cams. Central mid's not going to do us any good. Up front, well, been given a 20-year-old by Plymouth and a 19-year-old by Notts County. It's not really going to give us much, is it? Notts County, Newport County, sorry. It's not going to give us what we're after. We need... I don't need ready-made players, but I don't want to be having players that aren't, you know, at the races. Mbolo's a good player, from what I remember. I know he's very, very good on Football Manager, so he might be worth scouting if we can find him Borussia Mönchengladbach. I just need we need our scouts to do a bit. I mean, granted, I could probably just be searching for players that I'd like to use, but, you know. It's nice when you get your scouts pull out some players for you. Give you some good young talents to try. What have we got in here then? Like I say, we need to be just scouting. You know, these aren't going to be players that... Some don't have to be here forever. Some are just, you know... Give us some good players for this season. Yeah, so let's see if we can find... Let's go look at Mbolo, actually, because... From what I know about him, he's a pretty good player. And he's probably going to be a... There he is, Breel Mbolo from Mönchengladbach. See how he looks. 12 days for scouting. A lot of this is going to be, you know, we're going to have to get the scouts in, find out who's who, what's what. Not really going to be buying a lot of players from the Premier League due to the fact that they've got the most ridiculously inflated transfer. Sam Greenwood. Loan to buy. I'm not a fan of loan to buys. I always prefer that. Barcelona want Calvin Phillips. Yeah, we'll just delegate. Calvin Phillips to Barcelona. That'd be an interesting transfer. I know he's gone to Man City in real life. It's interesting the kind of clubs that are going to come in for him. Yeah, have we got any more players to look at? Again, why is the Sol Ricky Puig? Or Ricky Puig, however you want to say it. He could be useful. I just don't want CDMs. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I don't want CDMs. I really don't. I don't want to be playing holding football. I'd rather us go out there and score a shit ton of goals and concede a shit ton of goals. It's just going to mean... I mean, I'd like to use players I've never used before. Because you know, everyone has their favourite set of players that they sign in most career modes. They know the players that are going to get them good at various clubs. I'd rather go for something... Go for different in this one. And we lose 2-0 in the pre-season friendly against Alaves. And that's probably the end of the pre-season tournament for us. We'll get any decent money. Oh no, there's one more game. We've got one more game. Calvin Phillips now from AC Milan. Big clubs coming in for Calvin. Nobody's come in for Rafinha yet, which is interesting. Don't need international management. Barcelona are willing to pay 30.7 million. Well, it's not really as much as you'd expect for him, considering he must be worth 30, nearly. Oh, I've got Lukonga's scout report back. Let's see what they think of him. 75 midfield, that's not bad at all. We'll shortlist him. Whether Arsenal are going to willing to sell him or not's a different story. I mean, what's our transfer budget looking like this season? We've got more than 39 million, because we're not going to need 322 grand in wage budget. We're probably going to need less than that. If you took it down to, I don't know, 200, you've got 44, nearly 45 million pounds to spend. Don't really want to be making big money signs, though. I'd rather flesh the squad out. We are very light in midfield, and we know that. You know, we can't be rocking with... Wow, that's terrible. Jeez Louise, that's awful. 4-0 stuffed by Hoffenheim. My goodness. We need strengthening central midfield. We need another striker. We need players in. I just don't think we can... I mean, I reckon we'll be in a relegation scrap this season, definitely. I don't see us flying up the table somehow. Another 75, and the fact he's £6.5 million. I mean, let's face it, that's the kind of players we want. We want players that are going to improve our team or can come in for squad depth. And Calvin Phillips has gone to FC Barcelona. Well, there he goes. So that leaves us with, what are we up to now? 72.85 million. We're going to be able to sign a lot of squad for that, I'd say. Do we need a right back? I think Luke Ayling our right back. Yeah, I don't think our defence is the biggest. I mean, obviously, anyone who's watched Leeds would probably disagree with me. I don't think I wouldn't say that our biggest problem's defence. We are very light in midfield. Ethan and Pardew is somebody I'd be interested in. I mean, Ethan and Pardew would be decent, but problem is he's on loan. I think he'd be decent because he's somebody who could play at centre-back. Why are you scouting players that are on loan? They have of no use to me whatsoever. I can't find them. I'm waiting for some world-class strikers to come in. Well, not even world-class, just strikers that can do a job for us. I mean, let's face it, I'm not being funny, but I'm not going to be trying to sign players like, you know, Moise Keane. Not at Leeds, not the first season, not a chance. It's just not going to work. Let's get some of these scout reports back, and I think with the kind of money we've got, we're going to be able to make some good bids this season. We're going to get, Breland Bowler. We're going to get a lot of players. Let's just change Daniel James's positioning, which means Jack Harrison shouldn't be far behind. I mean, Dan James, he's only 23. He's got bags of pace. I think we just need that shooting up, really. I know he should be passing stuff, but that kind of player, you're going to be having him cut inside a lot, definitely. Surprised there's been no bids for Rafinha. It's very strange. He's kind of, well, yeah, you're not coming into my squad. I'm sure that was there. Ricky Puig, we know is class, or he's going to be class. Just think a lot of it is, unfortunately, he's not really been entrusted by anyone at Barcelona this last couple of managers. Oh, no. Sorry, Raul Caballero. Lautaro, not the Lautaro Martinez. 60. Oh, there's some just not good enough players. Breland Bowler, definitely. Absolutely. And Bowler's definitely going to be one of them. Ricky Puig. Who else have we got in the... I mean, our scouts are bringing back certain players that, for me, are just not really what I'm after. I mean, I want promising strikers, but they've got to have a bit more than what they've got at the minute. I mean, I've just seen there, Ox-Chamberlain. Well, we're not getting... Is there? No chance. The Ox could be worth it. He's only 27. Ryan Sessegnon's going to be potentially worth it. I want a lot of squad depth. Dwight McNeil, who's now at... who's recently moved to Everton. Get the last of these scout report. I mean, actually, to be fair, what we need to be doing, Jack Harrison needs to be changing his position now to a left winger, and then we need to be looking at yeah, we need to be looking at getting some signings in. Oh, it's gone up one overall. Again, I want inverted wingers on both my wingers because I don't want to be crossing on FIFA 22. Sucks, has done throughout the entire cycle. I'd rather be going for players that can cut inside and score, especially when you've got pacey wingers. Makes sense. These are definitely 4 players we can get in. Breland Bowler. They don't want to sell. Poo. Lakonga won't move. Oh my goodness. Oh, why they're bringing... Right, so we can get Ricky Puig after all that. Everyone else has moved recently. Or they don't want them to move, so it makes no sense. Why is my scouts bringing these kinds of players back? I don't offer bang on 8 million. Nobody Barcelona don't need him. They've just signed Calvin Phillips from us. They don't need him, do they? Let's be honest. Highly disappointed with the fact that my scouts are bringing back players who have only just recently joined clubs. Yeah, you'd get that, Ricky, I'd say. You know, this should be an easy one to wrap up if I'm being completely honest. No, don't lie, no. Release clauses. Nope, none of that nonsense. Yeah, because you're taking a wage cut, so yeah. And I somehow don't think you're going to get that many goals for us. Right, now we're going to have to look all the way back through all these players and see if we can find players that actually, you know, potentially can come to our club, because everybody we've signed looked at so far has either recently joined the club or isn't interested in moving. Dwight McNeil's going to cost a fortune. He's not really somebody that I'd be looking at taking on. Ruben Loftus-Cheek potentially, depending on his thing. We are severely struggling for strikers. I would have loved Mbolo, but we have got nothing striker-wise. Who could we sign as a striker? Who could be somebody who's going to be useful? Do we look at somebody in the Championship? Has there been anyone out and out good in the Championship? I'm not signing someone like Mitrovic because I don't think he'd come. It'd be interesting to see what they've got attacking wise in the Championship. Strikers though, don't want centre forwards or anything. We need strikers. Championship. Let's just see what we've got. See if there's anybody who ticks any boxes. Ben Burton Diaz for me absolutely would be one. I'd say he's probably got bags of potential in real life. A lot of clubs are chasing him. Oh yeah, let's sign Andy Carroll. No, we shan't sign Andy Carroll. I remember a few years ago there used to just be so many class acts in the Championship that everyone, you know, really good quality strikers and players in general. But there's not, I won't say there's anyone that's absolutely lit the world on fire. Well, you've had like Dominic Solanke scored a lot of goals last season for Bournemouth. Oh, Josh Margie from Sunderland's at Stoke. That's an interesting one. Mitrovic would be great, but the problem is that is not a realistic transfer in the slightest. There's not a cat and owl's chance Mitrovic would join Leeds over Fulham. Especially now that, you know, Leeds have been promoted. Leeds been promoted. Fulham have been promoted. I might actually try sign Dominic Solanke. He's only 23. Very good season he's had. I just feel like we need squad depth. We need players. It's going to be a long season, and the type of football that Leeds United do play, there's a lot of high pressure, high tempo football. Stuart Dallas on loan, no. As nice as it'd be to be able to loan certain players out, no. Riccardi, 61 overall, nowhere near the level of football that we need him to be at, I'm afraid. I've just realised I've got a scout report on Ethan Pardew, and let's face it, Ethan Pardew's not coming because he's on loan. So Tyrese Campbell is 70 overall. Ida is 68 overall. Look at the money they want. 3.1 million for a 70 overall striker. I think I'll wait to see what comes back of these other strikers I'm looking at. I mean, it's not that we're short on money, but I just don't want to be paying, you know, £3 million for a player that isn't really going to do anything for us. 77 overall, absolutely, thank you very much. You're the kind of player I want in my team. Sasa Lukic, 76 overall, again. Good player. Dominic Solanke would love. He only wants 7, he's in 7 million valuation, that's very cheap. Who else have we had? Look at Ben Brereton Diaz. 75 overall again. There's going to be a big shortlist, but we're not obviously going to be, you know, we're not signing all of them. Oh, Ruben Loftus-Cheek at 25. I don't think he's going to offer enough at 25, Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Oscar Menelendo. Absolutely. Then we've got Ryan Sessegnon, would be a great signing. He's got bags of potential, wasted at Tottenham. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. Again, this, I don't know if it'd be a realistic transfer, but I do feel like he would go to a club like this to get game time. Because let's face it, I don't think he's going to get much at Liverpool. Oh, I thought it was transfer deadline day then. I was panicked. It's like we haven't done anything yet. Right, that's more like it. We've got a bit of a... Yeah, there we go. We've got a nice transfer hub. Right, Lukic is definitely coming in because he can play all across centre mid, centre defensive mid and cam. Definitely a player I'm interested in signing. Always offer, I mean, even on strict, I mean, I've done strict transfer negotiations for ages, but always offer the value. 12.9 million. 11.5. Cheap as possible, even though we've got ridiculous money. Or don't be like that. Don't be like that. Work with me, please. Thank you. £12 million. There's one done. So Lukic is the player I'm interested in. Melendo would be as well because he can play a lot. People who can play a lot of positions are always an attractive proposition in FIFA. Melendo's another player. You bugger. Right, never mind. That means Exposito will be... Oh my god. Of course, strict transfer negotiations, I'm assuming, means that they don't want rid of half of these players. Right, Sessegnon absolutely, if they'll let me have him. He can play left back and left midfield, left wing. Covers the whole of the left side. Shouldn't really cost us too much money either. Just offer £10 million straight off the bat. It's not a player I don't think Tottenham really want. Personally. It's a shame he went there. He should have stuck with Fulham, in my mind. Oh, let's not mess about too much. Should have stuck with Fulham for me. He's not realised his potential. Now then, do we want... To be fair, I wouldn't mind both of these. Because they're both young, and I don't particularly want to keep Patrick Bamford forever. And Gelhardt, because then go on loan. That would work for me. Yeah, let's go for both of them if we can. I'd like a younger strike force, bags of pace and potential and ability. Then we've got the opportunity to play two up front if we need. Don't think they're going to cost us a lot of money either. Well, I'm not paying 11.2 million for him. I mean, to be fair, I don't think we'd miss out at 11.2 million. The guy's 23 years old, probably got bags of potential, especially with dynamic potential working on these games these days. You can get a lot better players by just playing them. We know Ben Brereton Diaz is definitely a transfer that could happen because there's no way Blackburn are keeping him forever. He's got way too much interest around, especially considering he's only... You want strike? No, not really. Don't really want to let go of players. The amount of things. And this to me is a realistic transfer window because obviously, as we've seen in a lot of pre-seasons over the years, teams tend to need to... You know, Leeds have been active in this year's transfer market. I mean, they've gone for a lot of unknowns and that's kind of what we're doing here. But I want to go with youth because I think youth is, you know... No, we don't want that bonus at bloody 320 grand for 10 appearances. The guy's going to be a starting bloody midfielder. These two are important because I think I can sell Bamford and then let Gelhardt out on loan. I always offer him a really low ball. Always get a low ball squad position in if you can. Because then if you can't play him all the time, then you can't. Can we offer you 25 grand? It's a little bit of a wage cut on to what you're on now, but... Oh, for God's sake, that's not... Oh, we're going to have to go back in for him, for God's sake. So what's always annoyed me, he's on 26.5 grand a year, right? I've offered you 25, but you come into a Premier League club. 30... Jesus, you do all want wage rises. You're not getting bloody appearance bonuses. So now we know we're going to have to offer about 30 grand a week to these sorts of players. Even though they're coming from bloody championship clubs getting paid less money. Sessegnon's probably going to want important. Yeah, that's fine. Just thought we'd lowball him, see how we got on. 5-year contract because he's only 21. Bags of potential. Think we can do a lot with him. I'm just going to offer him 40k a week. More than what he's on now. Oxlade-Chamberlain, do we want him? Let's just have a look at the squad now we've signed them few players. Tyler Roberts clearly isn't staying there now. Back in centre mid, but it means we don't have to have like 4,000 centre backs on the pitch. On the bench. So Lukic would come in, Sessegnon will be on the bench probably over Strike. Then you've got Ben Burton Diaz, who for me would start over Bamford. I mean, Bamford, how old's Bamford now? 20, he's not that old, but he's 27. Ben Burton Diaz is 22 and has got bags of potential. Geldhart again is another good player, 19 years old, probably going to be way better than a lot of what we can offer. Do we start Ricky Puig instead of Click? Matthias Click, he is 31. Yeah, we do. Always go for the young players. Bamford would technically get the bench at the minute, obviously. But I'm going to look at selling Bamford, I think. I know he's done a lot of good for Leeds over the years. Definitely he's been one of their better players, but he's just... I think we're trying to get Dominic Solanke in. I don't think he's going to have a place at Leeds. And especially if you're going to have players like Geldhart can go out on loan. He's 71 overall at 19. He's got bags of potential. Season out on loan will do him good and just get rid of Patrick Bamford. I know people are like, oh, you're leaving yourself quite light on strikers. It's like, well, once we get Dominic Solanke in... I mean, granted, to be fair, if we sell Rafinha, we've got loads of money. Ryan Bruce is another good player, but he's not done it for me in the Championship. I think as well, if we look at our squad, we've got a better midfield now because we've got players like Rodrigo in there. We've got Puig, we've got Lukic. The bench is better than it was. Definitely room for another midfielder in there, so I think we could probably sign Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. He's 27, yeah, he's a bit on the older side of what we're trying to sign here, but he can play centre mid, and he can play it well, he's a good player. And Leeds don't. Why are Liverpool thinking we're a rival club? That is really weird. Right, so that means we can't sign players from Liverpool, so we're going to have to sign another midfielder. Hello, Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Oh, really? Rival clubs? What does that say about these? Like, why is Gylfi Sigurdsson still in the fucking game? Why does it... It's annoying. Why would you class, not being funny, why would Chelsea be classing selling Ruben Loftus-Cheek to us as like, oh my god, you shouldn't be doing that? Like, I like Leeds as a club, but I am not being funny. We are not anywhere near, you know, we're not Chelsea's direct rivals, are we? Or Liverpool's. And the fact that they won't sell us players that they don't really want to use. Right, let's advance forward anyway. That's a lot of faffing and messing around. Let's keep ploughing through. 35 minutes into the stream already, and we have not done a lot. We've signed some players. We've got a scouting report. There's one half decent player. There's two half decent. Oh, he is good. £1.3 million valuation. Anyone who's got potential and 90 and higher, I'll sign, and you tend to keep them for a couple of months and then watch the potential. Yeah, I know you're surprised that I was looking to sell you, Patrick, but let's face it. You are 28 years old, 27, 28. I don't want that at my... I'd rather have young strikers with bags of pace. Right, let's try again. Transfer hub. Let's see if we can sign Dominic Solanke again. Nope, not yet. We need to wait for some of these scout reports to come back. There's one more scout report on midfielders. Is there any good midfielders in the Championship? There probably is. We'll have to have a... Oh, finally somebody wants Rafinha. Jesus, that took a long time. Not being funny, but Rafinha was getting a lot of suitors. You know, Chelsea, Barcelona. You know, there was a lot of interest. So for him to have taken until nearly the start of the season to sell is bizarre to say the least. There we go. Sporting Lisbon for Geldhart would be an amazing loan for a season. Nicolas Dominguez. Oh, now then, 23.76 overall. You're going to probably not let me negotiate with you because you'll probably be too valuable to the club. Anyway, let's get Dominic Solanke in first. One of these transfers might have to wait, potentially. Right, can we sign him on the cheap, do we think? Do we think we can get him cheaper than last time? Let's be a bit cheeky. You're not getting Luke Ayling. He's our starting bloody right back. Yeah, we'll give up our starting right back, no one to really replace him with, so you can have him. He's not signing for 11.2 million. No, no, no. No, no, no. 9.5 million. Gotta play hardball. We want to get Dominiguez. Oh, for God's sake. 10 million. Stop playing hardball. The guy who looks nothing like Scott Parker. You. Fine. 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 Well, stop farting around. Let's get you into the club. I don't know. They're bloody picky, these bloody Championship clubs, thinking we've all got loads of money. Right, rotation, because there's not a Cardinals chance at the minute. Because of Patrick Bamford been here, they don't think they'll get into the team. Which is fine. No, you're going to be a pain. Right, 40 grand a... Well, yeah, 40 grand a week. Let's not mess about. He wanted 41 grand a week. Jesus, no wonder he kicked me out when I offered him 25. Right, Dominiguez might have to wait until we wait for the Rafinha deal to go through, because we are now down to £21 million, and I don't think he's going to be cheap. Is Rafinha? I don't think Rafinha's going to leave before the Manchester United game. Geldhart. Sporting Lisbon want him on a year loan. That'd be a great loan for him. I think he'd do him really well. Let's look at the squad again. So instead of Bamford being on the bench, Dominic Solanke on the bench. We haven't sent. There we go. Now we've got a bit more of a club. We could do with a backup winger, can't we? Really, a backup winger, and we haven't. Have we got anyone for right back? Oh, Jamie Shackleton can play there if needs be. I might set up another tactic actually for when we want to play two up front. Oh god, I haven't done this in so bloody long. I can't remember how to do new team. Oh, you've got to go on team sheets. My god, I can tell it's been a long time since I've done this. Team sheets. New team sheet. Leeds. Second formation, probably. Yeah, it's close enough, isn't it? Don't have to be out exciting. I think two up front will be. I like the two up front formation. Oh. League second. Let's call it League second. I just like two up front. Sometimes, you know, if you're chasing a game, it'd be awesome to just be like bangers two up front. what we're going to play. I haven't played a 4-4-2 style formation in bloody forever. Generally play 4-3-3. No, 4-4-2. 4-4-2 holding we don't want. Is that flat? Flat'll do. And this formation. Right wing. Left wing. Burton Diaz. This would mean Rodrigo would miss out. Which would mean that you're probably looking at Tyler Roberts off and then Bamford there until he goes. Granted, I don't think Bamford's going to stay forever, but then it just means we could have a youngster on the bench when we want to play that kind of formation. Alright, we'll advance, see if we can get... I don't think Rafinha's going to go out the door before Bamford's going already. Potentially. Delegate. Always delegate, because then hopefully they'll give us more money. I don't understand this. Never understand that message. I think there's a lot of simulating it doesn't like. Let's do the press conference, boost this morale up.
Thank you all for waiting. We'll be taking questions now.
We're getting just literally blast through these just to get the morale up. I mean, Sessegnon and Firpo down that left-hand side is quite an attractive proposition at left-back. Right-back's a little bit... I mean, Jamie Shackleton's a decent player, to be fair. He's a young lad. I think, is he still young? I mean, last time yeah, he's only 21. Let's stick him on a development plan. I will get around to doing development plans on everyone. We just want to get into a game. His defending needs work. That's the main issue here, really. You know, the guys... He was a midfielder. Alright, Manchester United against Leeds. Big game to kick off the season. They have signed nobody that I can tell. I hate the kit we're playing in. Give me that white kit. Thank you. Right, just double check the team. I have not played on a higher difficulty in a long time, so this is probably going to go bad. I mean, world class for most people isn't probably that hard. But I haven't played it in ages, so we're going to start with Burton, Diaz, Harrison, James, Rodrigo, Lukic, Puig. Is it Ricky Puig or Puig? Puig, I'd probably say. Firpo, Cooper, Llorente, Ayling, and Meslier in goal. Let's kick off the stream properly now. Games. Game time. Manchester United first up as well. Talk about a rivalry game. I will, in later streams, try and get some kind of background music, non-copyright music in the background, because it's very quiet on the menus without having, obviously, the tracks list on. The tracks list, obviously, is a bit of a problem when you've got, you know, copyright issues.
And here we are at one of the great venues for football anywhere in the world.
Manchester United against Leeds. Here we go. Come on, Leeds.
And with me here on the commentary box,
see how well we get on here.
And it is a day of renewal, the first game of the Premier League season. Always something to look forward to.
Made quite a few new signings.
Up against Leeds United.
Not your household names, but, you know, didn't want to be signing crazy players for this team. It's nice to use different players than what you used to. You know, Championship boys, you know, young foreign talents. Let's do this.
Well, it might well be a game to save.
Ben Burton, Diaz up front for us. Lukic is one of the new signings. The usual boys of Harrison and Dan James out wide. I'm reckoning we're going to lose this because I have not played on a higher difficulty on FIFA in a very long time. I haven't done a FIFA Korean version in quite a long time.
What a vital intervention.
No, let's not have Let's have sensible defending, quick passing play. We need to be quick. I think we're not going to be a team that breaks teams down. We're definitely going to be a team that needs to smack them on the counter-attack, play fast football, especially with the wingers we've got. Luke Ayling. Lukey.
Well, I just don't know, Derek. Just a real lack of composure in the end.
Lukey boy. That really could have done to have been Dan James there. Mind you, I don't know if Dan James would have done it. It could have done to have not been our right back.
Well, real excitement.
Such is the case, though.
Because it's his long-awaited
Tell you what, I can't remember
up.
if you can adjust your line height on this game. It'd be nice if you could, because we are defending very high up. I don't think we've got the talent to
close down the shot.
Defend so high up. We're only playing two in midfield. They're not even
making high pressing work for them here.
Midfielders.
Element of risk there, but he's won the ball.
Nope. Why? Why am I trying to be clever out the back? Go away, Ronaldo.
No problems grabbing hold of that one.
Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Junior Firpo, Lukic. Rodrigo. Interesting position for him to be taking up, considering he's supposed to be in the hole. You knew that were coming. You knew it were coming before you even made that pass, you donut. That was always going to happen. Come on, boys.
Takes the wind out of their sails. Great defending.
Ricky Puig. I don't know how to say his name still. Let's pace abuse with Dan James against his former club. Ricky. Ben Brereton Diaz. It's the man you want on, and he scores. First goal of the career mode. It's the Chilean. Get in. 1-0. We don't deserve it. I will maintain that. We do not deserve it.
The speed of counter-attack is so impressive, while the movement in the box is equal to it. It's such
we were not good enough.
What a goal.
We soaked up the pressure and just slapped him on a counter-attack, and that's what happens. I'm pretty sure David De Gea got a hand to it. Didn't save it though, did he? Ben Brereton Diaz with his first goal in the Premier League. For us.
So back in action.
Nice.
It's up to United now to be inventive.
Paul Pogba. Well, you're not in that shirt anymore, are you? You went back to Juventus and promptly got injured.
Nicely.
Classic Paul Pogba. A man with all the talent in the world didn't really want to use it. He gets injured a lot. Lukic. Ayling. Ricky Puig. Ben Brereton Diaz. Rodrigo. That's where we want Rodrigo, and he's just offside. Unlucky. That's where we want you though, Rodrigo. We want you in that hole in between the lines. We don't want you playing deep in midfield, because we're not going to get the benefit out here.
Marcus Rashford. Rashford getting forward.
Marcus Rashford. Okay, Jadon Sancho, I don't really know why you needed to flick the ball up, because you're not smacking it on the volley, are you?
Well, how often do we say this? Cristiano Ronaldo has struggled to get into the game, not really making much of an impact, Stuart.
Well, Derek, he's usually so clever around the edge of the box, but today he just hasn't shown that. As the touch map shows us, he hasn't had enough touches in those key areas.
Cooper. Junior Firpo. Come on, Harrison, get a shift on, lad.
Could be troublesome. Oh, moving it nicely.
Rodrigo, really heavy touch.
Can he find the net? Terrific block.
Just hit it. Oh. Luke Ayling, why are you always the furthest man forward? You're not where we need you, really.
This might be ideal for the counter.
Yeah, this isn't going to be great.
Oh, nice.
I'd like less overlapping from Luke Ayling when we're playing against someone like Jadon Sancho who's got bags of pace.
Challenge, and on he goes. Well, he has caused
referee!
Challenge, and now it's up to the referee in terms of what to do next.
Marcus Rashford, you lucky boy.
Yeah, he was too impatient to win the ball and probably deserved a yellow card.
Lucky boy, Marcus.
1 minute of stoppage time has been added on.
Just keep tempting fate with him.
Do it for the first half here at the Theatre of Dreams.
Well, we've done 1-0. We've not played well at all. We've soaked up a lot of pressure, slapped them once on the break, and we're winning 1-0. But what more can you ask for? Probably a bit more attractive football, but so getting used to the players.
The second half is underway.
Just getting used to things again. So it's been a long time since I've done a FIFA career mode. A long time. Not really bothered much recently. Dan James. The crossing. Don't you just love it when none of your players are going to get on the end of it. That's why you should keep Patrick Bamford.
Well, transfer speculation is all part of football, and there's been quite a lot of speculation on this front. But the deal has now been confirmed, Stuart.
Ruben Neves to Liverpool. Can I have Oxlade-Chamberlain? And they're going to... Oh, good save. Meslier.
Good diving stop. Well, can they draw level here? The crowd certainly think so.
Come on, boys.
And over comes the corner. Well, he failed to get it away properly.
Raphael Varane with a nice little flick. Ooh,
well,
wide.
You've got to classify that as a poor attempt. A long way wide.
We don't need too many more flash shots like that. We really need to stop playing so sluggish at the back. Come on. We need to start playing a bit quicker. We need pace. We need the pace.
Brereton.
Nice, well played. Jack Harrison.
Looking attack.
Cuts inside. There's just nothing moving from midfield.
Decent position.
Rodrigo out wide.
Beautifully weighted ball.
Luke Ayling. Dan James. 2-0. Lovely stuff, Dan James. Get in. That was a bit of nice football. It's probably the only real football I'd say we've played all game.
Well, here we can see it again.
It's a bit more like what we should be playing.
Perfect cutback, but you do have to ask questions of the keeper. Could he have done better here? I think so. You can't be beaten at your near post like that.
So far, so good.
Well, a second goal for them here.
20, Daniel James.
Dan James, eh? Dan James. What minute are we on now? Substitution-wise, how are we looking?
Well, this is certainly the home of live football.
No one cares that Southampton are playing Manchester United next. We're not going to be seeing it.
It's Manchester
away.
Facing Southampton.
Thank you.
Well, sadly, a bit of a tame effort, that one.
66 minutes. We probably want to start looking at substitutes now, I think. Substitutions time. Who we're looking at? What have we got on the bench? Dominic Solanke. Mind you, Ben Burton hasn't done out wrong. He's not particularly tired. I think swapping the midfield out. Click and Dallas. Not Rodrigo, idiot. Click and Dallas, keep the engine room ticking. And Sessegnon on the left. Yeah, Sessegnon on the left. Sessegnon on the left, let's go for it. Let's do that. Let's go with that.
Tackling and winning the ball.
So we can leave it at 2-0 before the subs. Okay, Llorente just fall over when Tellez goes past you.
Quite simply, the cross was too close to
no
the
worries,
keeper.
buddy. Roll it to you. Llorente. Gap in the midfield, maybe. Ricky.
There's 20 minutes remaining now.
Here's Ben Burton Diaz. Lukic. Rodrigo with the world's worst volley. Love it. Love it, love it, love it.
Yeah, it was certainly there.
It's great when they go in, it's terrible when they don't.
It was well wide in the end.
Never mind.
Here's a change for Manchester United.
Never mind. Oh, 3 substitutions. Oh, they're bringing Fred on, guys. This could be dangerous. Could be dangerous. We're playing alright though, we're doing well. A bit slack defending this game in some instances, but Marcus Rashford's going to get away.
On the flank.
Stand him up, Junior. Nice. Just keep him playing outside the box. We're not too bothered about them out there. Get on the counter attack. Dominic Solanke. No, Ben Burton and Diaz didn't bring Solanke on, did I? Idiot. Ben. Dan James.
Plays it back.
Ooh,
terrific
click.
Piece of
Hits it. Come on, boys. Let's keep it
Rashford.
keep it tight, Marcus Rashford. I mean, I don't know how we're winning 2-0. We shouldn't be anywhere near this.
Just a reminder, we have more absorbing action
had
from the
one
Premier
quick
League
counter-attack goal and then one really nicely worked one, but United have generally been all over us.
Oh, he's missed it, and that might be their fate.
If they could finish,
well, that must be
we would be losing.
Had to score there.
Let's be honest here, we'd be losing comfortably if they could shoot. But then is this just Manchester United's problem in general? It'd be interesting to see how they do under Ten Hag now. Be interesting to see what they do with Ronaldo.
Struggling to keep the ball.
Seeing if it's worth, you know, getting rid of him or not.
And space for them here on the flank.
Damn
Space and
James.
time for the cross. Well cleared away.
Stuart Dallas against Bruno Fernandes. And we've left that big hole in midfield again. That's at least the third or fourth time we've done that in this game. Big holes in midfield is not good enough. Like I say, if United could finish and pick up the pace a little bit quicker, I don't think we'd be anywhere in this game. I think we'd be out of it comfortably. But somehow we've got a 2-0 win. One well-played bit of football, one slap of a counter-attack, and we've got 2-0 job done. Like I said, better, more clinical behaviour from Manchester United. We'd have been nowhere near that. They had us under the cosh until the goal. I mean, when was the goal exactly? I've got to get used to doing this a lot quicker and better than I have done. Match highlights. I mean, our goal. I mean, for the first 25-26 minutes, we were nowhere in the game. So we're lucky. We're lucky to be where we are with a nice 2-0 win. Good win for the first game of the career mode.
Just a moment of your time.
The good old press conferences before. You know, how many times before they repeat the same thing over and over again. He didn't do much. Takes time for him to settle. Didn't do much. Takes time for him to settle.
Thank you for your...
I mean, granted, we were non-existent in midfield. I will say that quite happily. Yeah, we're waiting to sign a couple more players once the Rafinha transfer and the Bamford transfer go through. I don't really know what to do with the backup striker. I mean, Geldhart, technically, I should have probably kept now. £64.3 million for Rafinha. Like I say, I'm getting rid of Rafinha. I've got rid of Calvin Phillips already. You know, I mean, it's not a super realistic career mode, but it's going to be more realistic. I'm not keeping players like Rafinha and Calvin Phillips who have left. Because let's face it, they were never going to stay. I mean, Rafinha wasn't, I don't think. Calvin Phillips, interesting to see him go to Manchester City. I mean, I suppose Manchester City have been looking to replace Fernandinho, haven't they? You know, he was crucial to a lot of their success, so they need that kind of holding midfield player. And Rafinha don't want to go to Ajax. Either that or just Ajax can't afford his wages. So we have to wait again. Gonna have to wait again before I can sign Dominguez, because I don't think I can afford him at £21 million. We'll see anyway. We've got a decent enough squad to start the season with. Everton, Damari Gray up front and Van der Beek on the wing, but Iwobi in centre mid. Good old FIFA. Now, like playing a winger in centre mid and a centre mid on the wing, and Damari Gray up front instead of Richarlison. Or chances are Calvert-Lewin's been sold. Right, we're going to change it up for this game. We're going to start Ryan Sessegnon. We're going to start Dominic Solanke. We're going to give Robin Koch a game instead of Llorente. Bamford's still here, but might not be for long. I think I'm going to play Tyler Roberts in the hole. I know that seems like a massive downgrade, but I want to, you know, we need to rotate the squad. We need to match sharpness up. So we'll see how we get on. We weren't brilliant against United. I don't know how we didn't get beat. I don't know how we managed to win it 2-0. It was quite surprising, if I'm honest. If they were more clinical, they would have probably comfortably beat us. I mean, one of our goals was the counter. I mean, a lot of our goals are probably going to come on counter-attacks. We've got a lot of pace in this team. So, you know, we're looking at
from the West Riding of Yorkshire.
Getting as much as we can done with the team that we've got a lot of pace, a lot of breakthrough goals, a lot of counter-attacking. We can play some nice football, great. But yeah, if we get teams that are more clinical than Manchester United, we're going to be in trouble, so we'll see. See how we get on in this game against Everton.
Well, Derek, we can talk about coaches and their methods.
So a couple of changes for this game, see what the squad's about. Dominic Solanke up front, Roberts in the hull, Sessegnon on the wing, option at centre-back. Kept the midfield the same of Ricky and Lukic, because they're, for me, are going to be the players that are more likely to play in centre-mid more often. Dallas and Click are going to come in and sort of close games out, I think. A bit more wily and experienced to close the games out. The players we've got in midfield. I mean, this is where we're going to score goals. Dan James absolutely bombing down that right flank. All the pace in the world. Problem is there's no one. I mean, we're going to probably have to adjust our tactics, start getting people bombing into the box on crosses. Got a player like Dan James running, he's going to get past his man 9 times out of 10. You know, he's just that quick. And he's offside. Why are you being offside? As a player with your pace, you shouldn't be offside.
The 2-0 win was an excellent all-round display, particularly the way they won the ball back. Today would be more
Luke Yearling, Ricky, nice pass down to Tyler Roberts. Whips out wide to Ryan Sessegnon, who's got a lot to prove, really. Bags are potentially skip past his man, and that's a great finish. What a goal from Ryan Sessegnon. There you go. On your full debut. What a way to score. Just skips past his man easily enough, straight across the keeper. Brilliant goal. That shut me up, didn't it? Saying he's got a lot to prove when he scores within the first, you know, what did he score? First 15 minutes of play. Well played, Ryan.
The ball moving again. What sort of response will we see?
If we can keep with that, that'd be great. Oh, Van der Beek. Very strange to see Donny Van der Beek out wide. I don't think he's known for a lot of pace. Iwobi should be there. Don't know why Iwobi's playing in centre mid instead of Donny. Very strange.
Alert defending.
Ricky.
Can they hit on the break?
Tyler Roberts. Ryan Sessegnon. Is he quick? Oh, Ben Godfrey, I know he's pretty quick. I've had him in an Everton career mode, my goodness. He's a good midfielder for defender for speed.
Well, they couldn't keep it.
We're playing more dominant, but then this is an Everton team that nearly went down, and this is not a good Everton team. Playing Donny Van der Beek out wide, and they've not got a proper striker up front. I mean, Damari Gray's quick, but it's not really a team that's going to fill you with dread.
Very much run of the mill as saves go.
That's even less so now in real life, because Richarlison's gone, and they've replaced him with Dwight McNeil.
Cooper.
Lukic. Ricky. Come on, Dan, you need to be using your pace. That's the whole point. And then just drop across in there, and there's nobody there.
Nobody in the vicinity.
Nope. I was surprised, not really. Maybe by the end of this career mode I might actually know how to cross the ball properly. Who bloody knows?
Everton showing good width.
Oof, strong tackle.
Space for the cross. This could be the equaliser.
Well, there's the clinical play.
Well, now,
there's me bad-mouthing the Everton team, and it's Damari Gray who scores. But I did say if teams were more clinical than United, they'd score goals. I mean, United, how on earth we kept a clean sheet, I don't know. They just were terrible.
Wow, just look how close that is.
We weren't close enough, were we, really? And he just managed to scoop one into the top corner. But that's what happens if you're going to be clinical, you'll score goals. You say we'd have been dead and buried in the first 25 minutes against United if they knew how to, you know, score. Hit your shots on target. I mean, we've played well. We have played well.
Roberts.
You know, I've been impressed with our build-up play in this game. We've played well. It's just a lot of we're getting a lot of joy down this right-hand side against Mikolenko, but we're not. We're just not very good at crosses. We haven't got a big man up front to hit. That's nice, Junior Firpo. Good save by Jordan Pickford.
Well, they've been frustrated for quite a while now, but these fans have suddenly come to life.
Come on. First home match of the season, we need to be giving them giving the fans something to cheer about. I mean, we've played well. Like we say, you know, if teams are gonna be clinical against us and hit the target, they will get goals, because obviously our defence is a little bit wide open the way we play. You know, it's a high tempo, high line kind of team. So if we're gonna play like that, we are gonna get exposed at the back. Which means if teams are gonna hit the target, they're gonna score goals.
James.
And didn't think we'd get him round there.
He didn't take that one cleanly.
Never mind. Come on, boys. 1-1 half time. We've played better than we did against United.
You might say he'll be happy with some aspects of his performance. So
we just haven't got Dominic involved. We haven't got a lot of players involved. I've not seen a lot from Ricky and Lukic. Sessegnon goal was lovely. Tyler Roberts has linked well. Dominic we've not had in the game, and Dan James has had a couple of runs. We just need more. We need more from the team. Let's go. Let's keep playing. Strong football.
And these two sides are locked together. Just can't really choose between them.
We might have to be a bit quicker. That's the problem. We might have to be a bit faster on the ball, a bit more pace on the ball. We need to stop getting caught out like that. We're getting caught out a lot.
A chance to whip it in.
It's a good ball.
Still dangerous.
13. That's better. That's better. That's better. Right. Come on, Ricky. Oh, don't. Come on, Ricky. Oh dear. Richarlison against Robin Gosh. Keeper.
It wasn't quite as good as it looked when it was played over.
That's not hit the right player. It's not. That was a terrible throw out. There we go. Junior Firpo. Ricky, Lukic. That's better.
Well, transfer news for Arsenal supporters. It appears they've got their man, Stuart.
Well,
Ryan Sessegnon nearly got away. Ricky out wide for Luke Ayling. This is better.
Got a lot of skill, and I think he'll add quality to their squad. There's no doubt about that.
Well, a touch off the defender last of all, so a corner. Maybe getting two substitutes.
Alex Iwobi.
And both will come on here.
Dan James. Solomon Rondon. So they've got a striker. They've clearly sold Dominic Calvert-Lewin. And why the man that's just come on for Iwobi is even in the game. We don't.
Let's hear all about it from Alex.
It's a goal for Norwich City. They've scored.
Richarlison's all alone. I've completely missed the slide tackle.
A fine block. Plays it back. Richarlison.
Stand in his face.
Trying to create something.
Keeper. No.
Excellent block. Well, the teams are locked together. Will it
Holy
stay that way
poops.
following this corner?
Yeah, I think it's time we made some substitutions. I haven't seen anything from Paul Dominic Solanke today. Get Ben Burton Diaz on, get Rodrigo in for Tyler Roberts. And to be honest with you, it don't matter who you take out of these two. I'm going to take Ricky off for now then. Click. The midfield just seems to be getting very overrun. And I know, I should probably play holding midfielders as opposed to centre mids, but I don't want that whole defensive attitude. I want my players to adapt to being able to play higher standard of football. It's where we want Dan James one-on-one with his defender, so he can run at speed, because I don't care how good Mikolenko is, he's not keeping up with Dan James at 96 and 96 acceleration, 95 sprint speed. He's one of the fastest players you'll get in the game. Good effort, and again, gets in. Never scored from a corner before, closest I've ever got, and now we've scored sort of from a corner, and it's the captain, Coops. Big Coops.
Well, here it is again, and the clearance just isn't good
He
enough.
got the header, great header, off the line, and then Coops just snapshot on his left peg. Beat Pickford up. Big Coops scored. Captain Coops in the 69th minute. Nice. Well played, Liam Cooper.
20 minutes remaining.
That's a shocking pass. And to be fair, Everton could have scored.
Well, he's given us
at the other end. It's not over yet, though. It's not over. obviously teams are going to get goals against us, whether we like it or not. Good save from Meslier. We are going to concede goals, but we are also going to try and score as many as we can.
Played over.
Where is the keeper going? I did not press anything to bring the keeper out. That was appalling. We've got it right with Dan James on corners, though. Here comes Ben Brereton Diaz. Can we hit him on the counter? This is where we're going to get the goals, and that's got to be a red card, surely. How?
Be surprised if there's a card coming out here.
I'm sorry. I thought it'd be a red card last man challenge, but then I could be incorrect with that.
Deserved a yellow card.
I mean, I wish Diaz didn't go down. Brereton Diaz didn't go down. Rodrigo. Oh, it's not it. Lukic is going to have to do it, isn't he? Why is the input so... Oh, we're going to have to take it with Rodrigo. I'm not very good at free kicks. Yeet!
Oh, great technique, but it wouldn't go in for him.
Well, he just couldn't get enough top
It was
spin on
close.
the ball, but you have to say, it was mighty close.
Skim the top of the net. Jesus, good effort. Oh, Ben, I wish you didn't go down. You were clean through on goal.
Carabao Cup
Never mind.
To look forward to live here on
Oof,
EA TV.
crunching tackle from Alan
up
there.
Against Coventry City.
Well, it's great to have a break from the league for the players and the fans.
No,
Everybody
we've got
loves
cup match
this
next, don't we?
competition,
That'll
and so
be
do I.
probably getting
It should be a good
simulated.
game.
I'm not a big fan of,
Well, not much
trying
time
to
left
extend
now, and
this
these
season
supporters are doing
ridiculous
everything
levels
they
by
can to
playing
get their team
literally
over the
every
finish
game.
line. What an atmosphere.
Here he is, Ben Brereton
Stuart, look at what's
Diaz. He's
happening.
just
Oh,
not
masterful
got the
defending
straight.
to
He's got
prevent
so
what
much
looked like a
pace.
certain goal.
He's got a lot of pace, but he's not very strong, and that's kind of what's letting. That was not
Deserves
work. That's
credit for winning the
I was
ball
looking
back.
for Rodrigo. His pace is good, but his strength lets him down. He's going, he's not beating defenders off the ball.
Fruitful looking attack.
Which for a player is, what is he, 6'2"?
Rodrigo.
Oof.
Just too much height on the shot.
Might be left-footed, but my goodness, was that close on that right foot. Curling effort. Oh, looked closer than it was, actually, to be fair. Never mind. We've played well again. We've played well. We've played well against United, but we should have been beaten against United. And to be fair, Everton have had a spell where they could have comfortably been 2-1, 3-1 the other way. So, we're riding our luck a bit, but we are playing some good football. I'm not, I think we're doing well.
Have a minimum of 4 added minutes.
Keeper's going to have to be quick.
He's in behind.
Well played.
Well, the challenge was clean, but the danger not cleared.
Out. Let's not be one of these people who tries to play it out from the back when we've literally lost our goalkeeper.
And a good-looking ball.
We're not going to beat him in the air like
Just
that.
unable to take advantage of that developing situation.
Come on, boys, it's 2-1. There we go. Let's not throw it away.
Sounded, and it is a Leeds United success story in the end.
Jeez
How would you
Louise.
sum this up?
We were close to having a 2-all draw there. My God. 6 points from 6 so far.
Just about shaded it. A well-earned victory.
But in both games we could have easily lost. Easily. If United knew how to shoot, we'd have lost. And Everton had a period there where they were on top when it was 1-all. Could have easily 2-1 or 3-1 to them. It could have easily been 2. Well, it was 2-1 to us, but it could have been 3-1 to us as well. One of them games, I suppose.
Just a couple of questions for you.
Yeah, how long is it going to be before we get the repetitive press conferences? Because they generally come in pretty early on. Sorry if anyone wants to actually see these press conferences. You see them so often and they repeat themselves over and over again. I generally just do them to... basically, we just do them to get the morale up. Everton are willing... That's why Everton want Patrick Bamford, because they haven't got Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Well played, Robin. You were good in that game, actually. I was quite impressed, you and Coops at the back, and Crew Alexandra, not really. If we go out to these, it's going to be a bit embarrassing, but at the same time, don't. Manchester United want Rafinha. Shouldn't really sell him to United, but I just want to sell him. He's never going to play for us, because he's just not here. So I'd rather get rid of him, get the cash, and sign some players we want. I mean, I want a backup striker for when we can play 2 up front, and I want probably another midfielder and a winger. Probably. I'll think about it. Boss, I know the next game's one where you might think I feel like I'm ready to do with the rest. Yeah, well, I mean, it's going to be embarrassing because chances are, knowing the simulation ways, we're going to get knocked out by Crew, even though we shouldn't. Let's give Bamford a send-off game. Somerville. Go on, we'll give Rafi. We'll do Rafinha and a sim for a fucking to send him off. Tyler Roberts, centre mid, Forshaw, and to be fair, we could probably play someone like Dallas to get his playing up. Furpony is knackered. So young McCarron there's going to get a game. Strike's going to get a game. To be fair, Llorente can get a game. And Jamie Shackleton can have a game. Sessegnon out the team completely. We'll go with that. Don't really know what's going to happen. This is probably not going to be a great result. We're probably going to lose because I love the way simulation works in cup games. Oh no, we won 3-1. Well, there you go. Probably because we had Rafinha on the pitch and Bamford, but you know, give them a send-off game. I'm not going to use them myself, but we'll give them a send-off. And I think he deserves a send-off, does Rafinha. And United didn't even want to negotiate. Bamford's gone. Keep working hard. I was disappointed you left me out. After us, I don't want you to be playing in cup games when you got bloody Amber fitness. Right, now we've sold Patrick Bamford. We are going to have to look at getting a striker in. But who? To be fair, I should have probably not let Geldhart go on loan because anybody here isn't going to really cut it, are they? Giuliano Simeone, the man himself. To be fair, Tyrese Campbell's the kind of player that would probably do well. Right, can we sign Dominguez first? Because he's the player that we were actually wanting the money for. So let's go sign Dominguez first. Oh, right, off the 14. This is probably going to be expensive. He's 23 years old, decent overall, got potential. Yeah, we're not paying 22.5 million for him. 17.5. How was that? 20.1. We're getting there. How about 18.5? 18.5 million. Can we agree on that? Lovely. I mean, it's probably way over his value, but he's a young player with potential. Will fit into this team perfectly. Thank God, I love it when you don't want release clauses. 38,000 a week. You're on 23 now, it's 15 grand pay rise on a signing on bonus. Job done. That's Dominguez in. Now then, Campbell fills quite a lot of roles because he can play right mid and right wing. Probably thinking, oh, you could have kept Geldhart. He does the same job and you saved yourself some money. I probably would have done. You're not wrong. Tyler, why would I get rid of Tyler Roberts? I'm not getting rid of Tyler Roberts. Oh, get rid of that fucking disgusting salon clause. Because Tyrese Campbell is the kind of player that is definitely going to probably get sold at some point. Thank you. If we can sell Rafinha, we can get some more squad players. Like I say, Tyrese Campbell's the kind of player that can, you know, when we're playing two up front, he's going to be on the bench. aren't paying you more than 20 grand a week. You're a sporadic player. You don't play much. That's a 9 grand increase on what you're earning. Right, there's 2 more players into the team. What we're looking at money-wise now? 14 million. So we can keep that for probably contract renewals. Unless we manage to sell the man that is... Tyrese Campbell needs to come up. Right, on the top of here we need players we can actually use. Like players that are going to be of use. Dominguez would get in over Ricky, wouldn't he, to be fair, so... Dominguez it is for Ricky, then. Right, boys. Right, Burnley. Burnley. Bloody Burnley. Burnley, one of the worst teams to play, and obviously we're not going to have to worry about that in next year's FIFA because they're not going to be in the Premier League if you're doing a Premier League career mode. But it'll be fun to play them. I think we should I'm going to do it 4-4-2. We're going to combat them with the same system. Solanke and Burton Diaz up front. Campbell on the bench, Dominguez on the bench in there. Do we put Roberts in instead of Somerville? Probably. We'll go with that. Play them at their own game. 4-4-2. Leeds against Burnley. Are we ready for this? The shithousery we may face.
Excitement levels have certainly been ratcheted up here at Turf Moor. My name is Derek Ray, and my commentary partner on this occasion is Stuart Robson. I'm very much looking forward to bringing you action from the Premier League. It's Burnley up against Leeds United.
Well, thanks, Derek. The best coach I played under would always tell us before kick-off, earn the right to play.
Here we go, Burnley up.
Battles,
let's do this. Oh,
get the space to show your ability. I'm sure that's being echoed by the coaches here today.
Shadows are going to be great fun.
And this
I'm not really sure how we're going to fare against Burnley. I'd like to think we can beat them.
Ben Mee plays alongside James Tarkowski in central defence.
Especially because I've decided to line up like for like, because I didn't really want to be as much like 4-3-3 I'd like to be. Committing the whole as long as I like 4-3-3, I want to be lined up like for like,
and it's going to be fascinating to see what he produces. Stuart, what do you think we should expect to see
just a very strong team, aren't they? You know, they're just ultimate shithouse of a club. I don't think they will be under Vincent Kompany though. I think he's going to get them playing a different style of football, which will probably take them a while to get used to, but I think he's going to definitely be looking, especially with the team he's got, to be, you know, playing more expansive football than what they do. Especially if they can keep someone like Maxwell Cornet. Come on, let's not get done by the Burnley.
Corner kick played in. Not away completely.
Dominic Solanke playing up front with fellow newbie Ben Brereton Diaz. Dominguez is there. Lukic. Junior Firpo. Back to Harrison.
Jack Harrison has it.
Speed. Nope. Maybe. Nope. Nope. Maybe. Yeah. There's that high press that we love so much. The high press. It's it. Ben Brereton Diaz 1-0. The high press from Leeds United works again. Ben Brereton Diaz has hit his second goal for the club. Lovely stuff.
Well, here it is again, and the clearance just isn't good enough.
Lovely.
Giving up possession in a dangerous area, just poor defending all round.
More of that, please, Ben. More of the good stuff. Second goal in 3 matches. He's settling into life nicely. Is Ben Brereton Diaz.
Moving again. What sort of response will we see from them now?
Jack Harrison and him and Junior Firpo just get in the way of each other and the ball bounces straight off. Not great. Oh, here we go. Ben Brereton Diaz has got it again. The high press from us is causing Burnley all sorts of problems. Dominguez finds Luke Ayling.
Use of advantage by the referee.
Not the best cross. Just smack it. And again. Oh, it's 2-0. The high press is causing Burnley all sorts of problems. Fantastic. Don't you just love to see it?
Well, here it is again, and the striker does everything right. Hitting it across the goalkeeper.
You love to see it.
For him, and then a player coming in for the rebound. What a good goal it is. Everything right from the striker's point of view.
Well, a second goal for them here.
You love to see it. You love to see the high press. That's the whole Leeds United way, pressing high up the pitch, constantly running. It's worked twice here.
Looking cross. That's a routine take.
That's what we just need to keep doing. Meslier, Firpo, Lukic.
Well, as you can
I'd like to see bigger games from the midfield today because they've not really done a lot. That's a great ball for Dan James. It's not the best cross though. 3-0. That's it. Goals for both strikers now. Burnley are unfolding and unfolding through what you wouldn't expect, which is shoddy defending. Lose the aerial challenge and leave Dominic Solanke completely unmarked. It's not very Burnley. Not very Burnley at all. Let's turn the commentary volume down because I can imagine it's probably quite irritating to listen to me commentate over loud commentators. It's, I mean, I like a bit of the commentary to be on in the background for my experience, but I don't obviously want to be shouting alongside them. But Burnley are folding like a shit house of cards, basically. It's the biggest laugh about it. They're not defending like a Burnley team at all. I think going toe-to-toe formation-wise with them was a good call. I think we're just matching them stride for stride, but we've just got more intensity in terms of pressing. Dominguez. Oof. Don't help the keeper's having an absolute meltdown. That's 4-0. Ben Brereton Diaz, is that your hat-trick, sunshine? I'm hoping it is. I mean, I'm not being funny if that's Nick Pope in goal. He's having an absolute meltdown. He's dropping everything. I mean, this is not a very good Burnley team. I don't know what on earth's happening. They are just passing poorly, defending poorly, losing the ball high up the pitch to us and just giving us golden opportunities to score. Oh, Ben. And that's not the best pass from Ben that time. I just expect more from Burnley, physical-wise. They're not, like, losing the ball in the air to us for us to have scored. Was it our third? There's no way to concede a goal. Getting beaten in the air. 4-0 at half-time there. Flaming Noras. I wouldn't have expected that. I was quite worried about playing Burnley, if I'm honest.
He's having a tremendous game in attack.
You are having a tremendous game, but I think, like I say, the switch to 4-4-2 has really helped us. Massively so. Toe-to-toe is definitely, yeah. And I'm impressed with Dominguez. Dominguez. I'm impressed with him in the centre of the park, and I'm impressed with the two up front. It's worked today. It won't work in every game. Against teams like Burnley, I think you're best off going toe-to-toe, but I would not play this formation against the big boys. Because I don't think having two strikers is of any benefit to us. Lukic spreads one out wide. Not the best pass. James couldn't make it work. Never mind.
Well, many have wondered if they would get it over the line in terms of
keep going, boys. Keep pushing. Keep playing.
Well, at about £50 million, I think he'll prove to be an excellent.
That's an nearly. Now then, this is the problem. Save Meslier. Push hard, boys. No. Save again. Wow. Right, I want to make a couple of substitutions. I'm probably going to take Lukic off for Ricky. I'm probably taking Harrison off for Mr. Sessegnon. And Ricky on for Lukic. And we'll go with that. Been impressed with the team performance so far. Just don't want to let it slip. Get certain players off. Keep everything fresh in the middle. I think Jack Harrison's played particularly well. I think Sessegnon's played too well to keep ignoring him. So, Ricky, nice pass. I'm loving the fact Luke Ayling is just willing to bomb forward. Against teams like Burnley, I don't mind it. I don't mind it against certain teams where it can open lock space. But he really needs to stop doing it against teams like Manchester United. We've got Jadon Sancho absolutely smashing up that flank. Great effort. Great effort from Dominguez. Oh, it is Nick Pope in goal. It's a bit of a looping effort, wasn't it? I mean, he got him at stretch. It's probably hitting the bar, but yeah.
Well, they've decided to make a change.
We've got one more change in our back pocket. Probably save it at 70th-ish minute, maybe. Sessegnon, nice flick on. Dominguez. Back to Sessegnon. Llorente, Cooper. Junior Firpo. Oh, we've lost a bit of momentum out of this attack. It's probably not great. Oh, come on, Llorente. It's not the pass I wanted, was it? Shoddy probably from me as much as out else as well. We've got a bit of pace out wide. And Maxwell Cornet's been nowhere, has he, in this game, which is probably why Burnley haven't ticked too much. Tell you what, we'll make the change now since we're on the 68th minute. Do we give a debut to Campbell? Or do we bring on... See, for me, games like this aren't meant for Rodrigo. I mean, he could go up front, or Roberts as such. I think we'll give Campbell a go up front instead of Brereton Diaz. Rest him up. He scored a hat-trick. He's done all he needs to do today. Let's give the young man a debut. I mean, he's only a year younger than Ben. Here he comes, Tyrese Campbell. Can he improve faster than Geldhart? Well, Geldhart's out on loan. Bear in mind, Geldhart's only 19 and he's one overall better. But it's not always about overall, especially when you watch people like Barthy Boy. I mean, my God, he's won some series with some very old players. It's about who feels good when you're playing with them. Dominic Solanke out wide. Oh, Sessegnon drilled it. That was unlucky. If somebody was there, we were away.
Well, this is certainly the home of live football, EA TV, and looking forward to bringing you more action from the Premier League. It's Leeds.
Come on, boys. No, keeper. And he was offside, but
because the flag has gone up, Stuart.
Well, he knew where the space was, but he's just been too eager, and that's why he's offside.
Right, boys. 12 minutes left. I won't mind another goal, to be fair, if we could push for it.
What an excellent performance this has been.
Junior Firpo. Are we going to keep crossing? Keep trying with the crosses that don't generally work. Dominguez has had a good debut. I've been impressed with him. Seems to have a bit more like willingness to run in him than what Ricky does and Lukic. The fullbacks are a bit of a liability. What a save, Meslier. Jeez. Well played, and that is nearly a terrible rollout. I like the fact we've got overlapping fullbacks, but Junior Firpo gets caught out a lot, and Ayling got caught out against Manchester United a ridiculous amount considering he had Sancho on his side. But you know, we'll get caught out sometimes, but it's nice to play some attacking football. Tyrese Campbell, he's got some pace on him, here's the lad. Cross goal, Dominic Solanke, 5-0, thank you and good night. See you later, Burnley. Cruised.
Well, just look at this again. The speed of counter-attack is so impressive, and once he gets
Cruised.
onto it, he just smashes it past the keeper with great technique.
Love it.
What an emphatic finish that is.
We love it, we love it, we love it, we love it. We love it. 5-0, good night. See you later, Burnley. You suck. I don't think their game plan works very well against us. I think our high press, high intensity football was a bit much for them. There we go, 5-0. Well played, boys. Well played. Well played. And back to the most exciting press conferences. The lads are happy defending. We didn't really have to defend over much, did we? Anything we defended was probably our own making. Rodrigo's. I'm not selling Luke. There is no point. Can we play? I'm just going to accept the offer. I'm not messing about. I just think Rafinha is the player we need to. Rafinha is the kind of player we need to just let go. Oh, it's transfer deadline day, so he definitely needs to bugger off sort of quickly. Oh, De Ligt's gone to Real Madrid. Not really, though. He's gone to Bayern Munich in real life, so at least I got it right that he's left to Juventus. Shackleton, no, because he's literally the only cover we've got for Luke Ayling. And the kind of game that Junior Firpo and Luke Ayling lead is they're either going to be tired or get injured at some point, so we do need the backup. Can the offer for Rafinha get accepted, or am I going to be stuck with a player that I can't bloody use? I'm going to get stuck. I mean, Kareem Adeyemi's gone to Brighton. Jesus. Shackleton. Really, Barcelona want Jamie Shackleton. Not that there's out wrong with Jamie Shackleton, I just don't believe that's true. We're not going to sell bloody Rafinha. No one can obviously afford his bloody wages. I'm not going to be able to sign anybody. Extra. That's going to be it, isn't it? He's not gone. Thomas Lamar's gone to Juventus. Oh, yeah. I don't want James Justin. I don't want a 77 overall left back when I've already got 2 left backs. I'd have sold him to Leicester if they'd have made a proper bid. They ain't gone, has he? We're stuck with Rafinha. I'm not saying that that's a bad thing. Well, it wouldn't be if I could bloody use him, but I'm not using him because I don't think it's beneficial to us. At all. I have to use that money in January. monthly scout report. Have we got any world beaters? Oh, there's a couple. There's one there specifically. Jacob Neal. Jesus, you've got some potential, son. Ollie Townsend. Finlay Ratcliffe, I think, is too low overall to start with, but I think I've just accidentally signed somebody that I shouldn't have done. Right, let's have a quick look. What have you fucked up then? You've signed somebody who's no bloody use. Reece Cross with a potential of 76. He struggled to get into the team even at max bloody potential. Jacob Neal looks good, as does Carter Farmer. What a name. Go on, lad. Carter Farmer, eh? Well, that's the end of the transfer window. I think we've had a good one. It'd have been nice to have got rid of Rafinha. Not in a nasty way to him. But I'm not going to use him. Like, he's... Unfortunately, as much as I'd like to, I don't think it's right. I know he's gone. Like, him and Calvin Phillips aren't in this Leeds United team at all anymore. You know, I think it was fair. I think it's fair to not use him because he's not in this team, and he was never going to be in this team. Calvin Phillips might have stayed, but Rafinha not. Well, he's been sold outside the transfer window at Atletico Madrid. Yes, so we'll get £41 million in January to go sign some more players. And again, I'm not signing daft players. I mean, I could go sign a really, really good quality player for £50 million, but for me, for a club... With a club like Leeds, for me, you need squad depth. I think they found that out last season. We've been in a relegation scrap. I think they found that it was a bit close for comfort when you had injuries. Hence why I've done what I've done with this team. It is much better to be having players in reserve. You know, we need players that are going to be playing on the regular. Why's... I feel like Somerville could do something because he's an actual winger. Like, we don't have a right side. See, that's what I could have done with if we'd have sold Rafinha as a right winger. I know Tyree, to be fair, actually. Can Campbell actually play on the right wing, or is he just going to get a downgrade? He shouldn't get a downgrade, technically, but it looks like he does. But I think he's probably going to be better off there. But yeah, I could have done with a backup winger, I think, for the right-hand side. Because Somerville's not amazing. So we've got Liverpool now. This is going to be fantastic. I'm really excited for this. Not. It'll be interesting to see if they've... I mean, I know they've signed Ruben Neves in this. I mean, to be fair, probably kept Sadio Mane. Probably still got Mo Salah. Probably playing Bobby Firmino up front instead of Diogo Jota. I mean, I've always had the jury out on Roberto Firmino. I think he's a good player, but I think they need more up front. I think they need more as a striker, personally, than what Bobby Firmino can offer these days. Well, they're attacking him up front here today. They've got Neves in there. Alexander-Arnold's still there. Mo Salah. This is going to suck if they... And they've still got Sadio Mane, of course. And I have not set any instructions up to stop that from happening. Jesus. Oh dear, this is going to be tough. It's going to be hard. This is going to be very hard. It's going to be very difficult. This is probably where we lose the unbeaten streak to the start of the season, because Liverpool are a team that play like we do, but with better players.
this is how Liverpool start the game.
This is where I need my midfielders to be a bit more proactive. They need to be dropping into pockets of space, and they need to not be sitting behind midfielders. Right now there's a big gap in midfield where none of them are. Luke Ayling. I think Luke's going to have fun against Sadio Mane and Robertson. Are you offside, Mo? Mo's not offside. Mo's going to score. No, he's not. Meslier to the rescue. Right, we need to counter-attack. Counter-attack is our only way we're going to beat Liverpool, is catching their full-backs high up the pitch. I mean, Dan James is a good player for us, but he's not tall. He's not cross material. I hate to break it to him, and he's offside. Jesus. Dan James, you don't need to be standing offside. You are one of the fastest players in this game. You should be, you know, onside and probably run past most players. I mean, I know Robertson's good, and I know he is, but I don't think he's quicker than you are. So therefore, why are you trying to run offside all the time? I don't know if Luke Ayling wants to run offside because he's not got as much pace. Oh, sucky crossing. Why? Why do we do this to ourselves? Why do we try cross? Probably because that's where we're getting space. Ruben Neves on to Mo Salah. Back to Ruben Neves. Bobby Firmino. Liverpool passing it in a worryingly quick fashion, which when you've got not the quickest defender, there's the goal. You just knew when they got the passing game on they were going to do that.
Well, here's the replay. He's got such quick feet.
We can't be mad.
Look how he goes past his marker to get his shot away.
I probably went a bit too tight, which is why Thiago was able to spin everybody, but that's a lovely finish. Meslier saved us a lot, but couldn't save us from that. I knew when Liverpool would turn on the tempo, we'd struggle to keep up. But, you know, we're not embarrassing ourselves, so it's okay. It's 1-0 to Liverpool after 28 minutes. Llorente, Ayling. Ayling out to Dan James. Can Dan James get past Robertson? Of course he can, because he's too quick. Drag Virgil van Dijk out of position, then play that kind of pass. I think that might be the strategy. I think we're going to have to go down one of the sides and drag the centre-backs out of position. I think, and then hope that Rodrigo or then Burton Diaz can fill the gap. I think that's all we can hope for, really. Let's go. Keepers. Nice, 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 nice. We like that. I don't like that throw out. Lukic, Firpo, Harrison, trying to ping it out to Dan James. Dan James has got all the pace in the world. Problem is just a little bit too much of a bounce on that ball, but never mind. We're doing alright, we're doing alright. Liverpool haven't got the possession we have, but they're just so quick at the passing game. Pulled from pillar to post, getting beaten for pace, that's going to be the issue. Especially got Bobby Firmino, who's just the most relentlessly pressing forward. Oh, Jesus, we are. Yeah, this is. I think this might be where we lose the unbeaten start to the season. Liverpool's pace up front and just the pace they're attacking, with the fact that we're playing full-backs that like to run forward, is kind of where we're going to fall down, I think. 1-0 down at half-time. We can live with it. I think we can live with it, to be fair. Can't really get too mad about it. They played well. We've not played badly, it's just when they get the passing game on, we're just not going to keep up with it. Who are they bringing off? Thiago? So they bring off the goal scorer for Naby Keita. Okay. Interesting. Don't think I'd have taken Thiago off. One of the best passers in the game and the goal scorer. Come on, Ben Burton Diaz, you're 6'2". I mean, I know you've got to try and compete with Virgil van Dijk, and who's playing alongside him today? Mate, probably. He's beat with two pretty experienced and pretty good centre-backs. Luke Ayling's going to be knackered after this game, running around after Sadio Mane. Oh. Well, Ben's just dispossessed Virgil van Dijk. This is where we might get lucky, although Trent's coming inside. Looks like we'll get lucky on the counter-attack there. A rare mistake by Virgil van Dijk, but then we've got no... Where's the defence? Oh, it were coming. The defence was nowhere to be seen. It was just straight over the top. See you later. Oh, I'm going to have to look at the tactics. My goodness. Can't have Luke Ayling and... Oh, we can't have Luke Ayling and Junior Firth. They're unbalanced. You're not though, are you? How can you be unbalanced? You plough forward when there's any opportunity. No, we can't have that. You got the pace of Sadio Mane is just burning Luke Ayling all day. He's just not getting near him. Jeez. We're not going to get any... Oh, terrible pass. It's like 5 goals in 4 matches for Mane. He started the season red hot, hasn't he? Luke, stay back for God's sake. You've been told to stay back while attacking. Because look, you just don't have the pace to keep up with him. You are shattered after 62 minutes against him. God, Fabinho's far forward. Offside? Yeah. Yeah. Minamino's coming. I feel like we need to change something here. We're getting... You've had a bad game. I'm probably going to put Ryan Sessegnon on for Firpo. Can we turn Sessegnon into a left wing back? There we go. There we go. Dallas Puig and Sessegnon on. We need something because we're just being burnt. Dominguez has not played well. He had such a fantastic game against Burnley. I know it's against Liverpool and I know it's not easy, but he's just not been his combative self. That's not really what we want, is it? Dallas. Nice. Harrison. Go on, lad. Ooh, ran into an avenue. This is why we brought Sessegnon on. Oh, referee. Jeez. Jeez. Ruben. Why is Ruben Neves captain? It's a brave decision. They've just signed him. Is that Canate coming on? Is that Bonucci? Are they playing Bonucci at the back? And Rodrigo's going to be the best bet, isn't he? Top left corner, do you think? Do we think? Do we believe? Not the best. I don't believe, no. They have got bloody Leonardo Bonucci alongside Virgil van Dijk. And now they've just brought Canate on. It's no wonder they've been pretty solid at the back. My God, what a back line. To be fair, I was expecting more from the right wing. I thought Alexander-Arnold and Mo Salah would have burnt us more than Mane. I mean, Mane's not even needed Robertson. Mane's done it all by himself. Oh, that's it, Rowan. Play across the back line. Oh, you can tell you've been absolutely burnt alive by this team, by the shoddy decision-making I've taken today against Liverpool. Oh, we're doing it again. We've done it again. We deserve to be 3-0 down. What am I doing? Some shocking defending by myself. Why would I pass along the back line? Basic 101 in defending. Don't pass across your own bloody box. We've just been burnt by them. They've just been too good. We've not had enough chances, and there was a chance, but Diaz decided to massively undercut that through ball. We've not had our chances. Anytime we've got forward, we've just been sloppy on the ball. We've not been clinical. Bearing in mind... Oh, that's better. That's better. Good effort. That was better. Best bit of the football so far. I think it's taken 86 minutes. It fell to Dan James. It was a good hit. Good save by Alisson, though. Good strong right hand. That was better. Not enough for that throughout the game, though. I think tactically it's my own fault for not keeping the full-backs back, knowing full well that Liverpool's greatest strength is slamming down the wings. Diaz saved. I think we're only getting the chances now because Liverpool are home and dry at 3-0 on the 89th minute. I don't think they really need to worry too much about what we're doing. And Jack Harrison's been beaten to the ball by Mo Salah when he should have probably got there first. Well, beaten by the better team, comfortably the better team as well. We weren't even close. We were not close. Never mind. We'll lose games like that. It happens. Liverpool were better on the day. We had way more possession, but we just didn't do anything with it. I don't think we can complain. Can't complain. So... just cut out on the wings. I know it's all about asking about Rafinha. He's been sold. We didn't cope defensively. We were outgunned on the flanks. That's my own fault for not setting the full-backs to stay back. And poor Luke Ayling must be absolutely shattered after that. Because he got absolutely rinsed. Absolutely rinsed by Sadio Mane. I mean, Mane burnt that flank without any help from Andy Robertson. Tell you what, these are going to be two good games out. We've got Newcastle United, then we've got United in the Cup. Carabao, I think. Oh, right. How do we want to play this against Newcastle? Who impressed me and who didn't? I'm going to probably... I think Ricky was good when he came on. I think Koch is a better defender than Llorente at the minute. I think Sessegnon's probably better at the back than Firpo is at the minute. I think Campbell needs to be on the bench instead of Somerville because he can play more. I'd love to use Rafinha just because he's 83 overall, but we can't. I don't really know what Rodrigo's been doing, so I'm probably going to actually change my formation to a 4-3-3 standard if they've got one. Because I just don't feel like Rodrigo's done enough to warrant being on the pitch. I think Dominguez needs to be in there. Campbell, yep. Sessegnon needs to go back to left wing. Flaming Nora. I think Sessegnon needs to go back to... Well, I'll have to go to left wing back. I think that's probably going to give us a better setup going forward. I don't think Rodrigo's doing enough as a cam. Cooper's been very good. I think Llorente's been lacking. I think Sessegnon's probably better than Firpo at the minute. Ayling, there's not really anyone to try. I mean, I'm going to try out Jamie Shackleton, I think, in this game. I think we need to. And I think we need to see what he's like as a replacement. Because that could be something we're looking at in January, is getting a new right back. I don't think we need two defenders on the bench. I think we'll bring Matthias Click in. Oh yeah, we'll go from there. I think we need to see what Shackleton's like, because like I say, I think we need to be looking at potentially a new right back in January. I don't think we're... I mean, we're equipped well on the left. We've got Firpo and we've got Sessegnon. But on the right, it's Ayling who's, you know, struggling for pace, and I've not tried Jamie Shackleton yet, so we'll give him a go. See what he can do. I think the 4-3-3 flat's going to be better. I don't think Rodrigo's going to do enough in a cam in this kind of team.
We simply have to focus
so I think let's see what this could be. Could this be the future going forward? Potentially less overrun in midfield would be good. See how Ryan Sessegnon performs. A bit more agile on the ball. It's all about tweaks and stuff this early in the season. It's seeing what works. I mean, I like Rodrigo as a player. I just don't think. And we're 2 hours into the stream. Blooming heck. That's flown. Flown by. But yeah, we do need to. I think we need to look at staying 4-3-3 flat. I think we don't have the domination of games to be able to play a cam. I think we just need not to be so overrun in midfield. But I do need to see about a right back. I mean, you know, this is why we're trying Jamie Shackleton. Because on the left we're well equipped, but on the right, not so much. Concession of a corner. Jack Harrison. Cooper didn't want to jump. Pretty sure that was handball from Callum Wilson. Benefit, I think Jamie Shackleton's going to have at least the bare minimum, as he's got a bit of pace about him. Although we have been burnt here by Callum Wilson. Well played, Sessegnon. That's kind of the reason why I want to use Sessegnon more than Firpo at the minute. Just because Sessegnon's got some pace. Harrison. Sessegnon. Rolls it off to Dominguez. And the heavy touch let him down there. That's not... Why did he have such a good game against Burnley and he's just making mistakes now? Heavy touch. I mean, like I said, it's another one of them games by the looks of it where we could be soundly beaten if teams could finish. We need more from you, Dominguez. You should not be taking such heavy touches on the turn. That's a great pass from Ricky. Floated to the back stick for Ben Brereton Diaz, who decides not to go for the header and decides to try and overhead kick it when he's nowhere near the ball. Played Meslier, calm on the ball. Jamie Shackleton with a shocking pass. Lukic. That's good, that's good. We needed one more man on the run and we didn't have it. That was better though. 3 midfield doing a little bit more of the pressing and the pushing. Much more of what we want from this team. Do you want the minute? We've got such dynamic players in midfield. I think we, you know, players like Ricky Puig, Dominguez, Lukic. Good effort. That's more like it from the midfield. That's what we've been screaming for. More play from the midfield, less doing. There we go. Goal from a corner. It's taken such a long time to do, but we've done it. Ben Brereton Diaz gets in straight from a corner. About bloody time. My goodness. Look at this thumping header. 6'2" man finally uses his 6'2" bloody frame. Get in. 5 in 5 for Ben. Come on. Much better. Much, much better.
Can they be creative from here?
Oh, jeez, I didn't realise how close we were to conceding there. My goodness, that was a bit last ditch. Lukic, Harrison cut inside, lovely. Dink it. Dan James cut inside again. Ricky. Jack. Oh. I wanted to be too cute. I was hoping that would go be a bit more of a pitch chip where it went up, like a flick up. Jamie, watch your flank. What was better?
We're at the end of 45 minutes in this game.
Much better, much better. Much more impressive. We dominated. That was more like it. I think this 3 midfield's definitely the way to go. I think we need to scrap the cam. Definitely need to scrap the cam.
So into the second half, can Newcastle battle back after that first 45?
We need to scrap the cam.
It is to be a throw-in.
Because then Rodrigo could probably put out on the flanks or stick him up front off the bench. Because I think we need a midfield 3. Or there's like a base rather than 2. I think 2 we're probably going to get overrun a bit much.
Well, big news for PSG fans.
Callum Wilson's causing us a few problems, I'll say that for nothing. His pace is a little bit... Nah. That was coming. Callum Wilson's danger was being felt. That was coming. It's alright, boys. It's alright. We can do this. We go again. We go again. We've played well. I just think Callum Wilson's been a bit of a problem. Something else we might need to look at is at centre-back is just somebody with a bit of pace, because we don't really have any pace covering. I think that does cause us a few problems. Yes, Shackleton. I mean, Jamie's been alright, hasn't he, today? He's not been wonderful, but he's not been terrible. But I still think we do need a proper deputy full-back. Ha! Skewed clearance there, Jesus. Who was it saying to bring on? I'd probably agree with that, actually. Let's get Rodrigo on for Jack Harrison. Bit of dynamism on the flank from Rodrigo. Can we get another goal from the corner? We're quite a physically domineering team at corners, which is surprising. Lukic. We just need the break from midfield. We're not getting it. We're not getting that one man breaking out from the midfield to put the basically a Frank Lampard-esque run. Somebody to just break the lines and bang one in when we're making them nice sort of passing plays. But, you know, it's alright. We find ways to score. I mean, St. Maximum and Callum Wilson have proven to be an absolute pain in the arse. Surely because they've got ridiculous pace. No, no. I played that all wrong. I'm annoyed myself. I played that all wrong. Ben Brereton Diaz. On the turn, unlucky. Can you take Callum Wilson or St. Maximum off for me, please? Ricky. Liam Cooper. Lukic tackled. Lukic again. Tell you what, the midfielders have looked so much better with the change in formation. They've looked less lost and a bit more dynamic. Dan James hasn't done much. He's quick, he's just not really done anything. This is going to end up in a draw. I can feel it coming. We've got progressively worse as the stream's gone on. Oh, no. Yeah, we've got progressively worse as the stream's gone on. Never mind. Who can we bring on? We haven't really got anyone to change a game. I think Diaz is going to have to come off because he's knackered for Solanke. I think Tyler Roberts probably for Lukic and then swap them round. And stick Rodrigo as a cam.
Might be decisive. And just look at their supporters.
Right. Oh Christ, 2-1. Yeah. I think we've let this one slip. This is the first game I've not really been impressed with what we've done. I felt a lot better about the midfield, but the defending has been lax at best. We've not defended well. Midfield's been great. You know, midfield's felt a whole lot better. It's just typical that when the midfield's felt a whole lot better, the defence has not really done a great deal. And Ben Brereton's been a bit Well, he scored, but he's been a bit quiet. Dan James, great save. That was the chance. I think that was the chance for us to get a draw. It was a brilliant save. I just don't know whether we're going to get that kind of chance again. No, I don't think. I think it's gone. Ah. Dan James, Ricky Puig. There's just no one breaking the lines of the defence. That's the run I've been waiting for. Ah, we've dropped points there. No, we weren't. The midfield felt better. The defending was horrendous. It's disappointing. The midfield felt a lot better. The wingers were just boring. The midfield was a lot better and the defending was just lax. I mean, we've got a lot to build on. We've got a lot to build on. I've definitely found a new formation that I prefer. I definitely prefer that 4-3-3 in a base level. I definitely prefer the 4-3-3 flat. I really do. It's a lot better. Means you can have like Ricky Puig. You can have the three boys on. Just making sure we get the right people in the team. I mean, Click instead of Roberts, definitely, because then we've got Rodrigo. Yeah. Somerville, I think, instead of Campbell instead of Somerville. I think that's the team. I do think we're going to need a new right back in January and another backup winger. I think we're good everywhere else. I think we've got a lot to build upon. We've got a lot of young players. A lot of young players that can do a lot. I think I'll have to cut the stream shorter than I planned on today, I'm afraid. I mean, we've been streaming for 2 hours, 2.25 hours. I think the next time we pick up FIFA, it'll be we've got the Carabao Cup game away from home against Manchester United. Thank you for anyone who's popped in and watched. You know, it's much appreciated. Any views, it doesn't even have to be follows, donations, comments or anything. It's just nice to see people come and watch. Just gives them something to watch. Listen to me witter on about useless, pointless stuff. Let's get this saved up. I just hope anyone who's watched has enjoyed themselves and comes back again. So this won't be the only thing that gets streamed. We won't just stream FIFA. This will be potentially alternate days, or every 2 days. So Mondays, Thursdays and Sundays potentially. We'll see. And we'll fill out stuff with other things. Probably end up streaming some Minecraft at some point. On a realm. Got a realm with my wife that we like playing. It's quite good. Don't claim to be any good at it, but it's interesting to play. But yeah, you know, thanks anyone for joining the stream today. Thanks for watching. And I'll hopefully see you another time. So feel free to drop anything in the chat for any ideas of what you'd like to see, or just say hi. And yeah, we'll hopefully I'll see some of you guys soon. Thank you.